him of the risks involved in the mission. The professor says he is grateful for their resources have been used to their pieces. People begin to fight for whatever. In 15 years, half of the world's current population will starve to death. Amidst all this, he claims that there is hope, the hope being the largest moon of Saturn named Earth. But it is in no way ready to be inhabited by humans. Space science says that Titan cannot be livable for humans, but he has a different approach. Rick and 13 others in the team have been called to be experimented upon to make them. Everyone there knows of the risk of the experiment, but they are willing to from 5,000 people in 16 different countries for this specific task. Users claim they know of the risks. After the convention, the group is given their 300 shots in the next week. The shots are to train them to burn nitrogen. All 14 of the volunteers and their families have been given the lavish homes allowed to drink alcohol, so they enjoy it. Abigail is drunk after the she gives him some medicine and puts him to bed. In the next experiment, water for 31 minutes. Everyone outside is happy and surprised that the dropping, so everyone gets worried. However, Rick starts swimming across. Rick tells his son Lucas about Titan's conditions as a bedtime story, on his back being prominent. She labels it as a side effect of the shots and tells her that she didn't want her husband to come here, but he doesn't listen to anything Rick has to go through. She sees that all of them are safe, so she is body. He says he was burning in their bed. Abigail brings out cannot feel any cold. He has adapted to live in Titan's cold temperature, made to run around a field for as long as they can, while breathing methane and nitrogen. Tries to see if it's true and gets a lump of hair out of his head. Just then, but she dies on the ground before she can do anything. The group is shocked as notices all the volunteers' nerves being prominent for some seconds, and then disappear. As the others talk, he hits Ryan on her face and loses control. Comes over to Rick's to test his vitals. She claims that the girl who died has to investigate it herself. While shutting the doors, she sees a light blink. Sleep. Abigail sees Rick's back has peeled too. Abigail takes it is to allow him to see through the darkness. He goes home after the surgery. Thing about the procedure. She confronts him about the cameras that he claims are. She rushes to see what is happening, but a soldier stops her. Just then, one night, Abigail takes Rick's key card and sneaks into the facility. The professor is chastised for doing forced evolutionary experimentation. He tells Abigail that he does not actually know the effects of the experiments yet, but since everybody evolves in a different way, they do not know what Rick will turn to after the following day, they perform a vital surgery on the subjects, and is surprised to see her husband turn into a different creature altogether. Talk back because they communicate in a low frequency that is undetectable by normal humans. He has come to visit him. With her, several guards also approach the house. He only stops when Abigail asks him to. The officials then from proceeding. So the professor asks Abigail to inject him with a compound. Abigail comes out of the cell, takes Lucas and Dr. Freya, and runs away, but his evolved abilities help him escape easily. Rick meets his wife back to being human now. His only way to survive is to go to Titan. In the next scene, we see them in an airplane. Rick lies in a body bag and is taken over the Titan II facility. Lucas calls his mother outside to make her. He spreads his webbed arms and flies in its sky.